Missing out on basketball news is already tough. So go ahead and tap that bell icon and let it ring for the latest in Basketball U. This is 5 on 5 Fast Break News on Basketball U. Basketball U. We are back with another edition of 5 on 5 Fast Break News. And wow, what a week of basketball it has been in basketball. We love it, and we hope you love every bit of news we are giving you. Remember to hit that like button and keep spreading the word. Before we get into the news, remember we talked about that music playlist for your workouts or even just a ride in the car too. We have compiled songs from the past and present, and we want to hear from you in the comments what song you would like to hear on the playlist or what artist you think would be good for a basketball workout. Here are some of the artists we have: Drake, Kendrick Lamar, The Weeknd, Lil Uzi Vert, Kid Cudi, Jack Harlow, Logic, and many more. Now for the news. Here we go. The NCAA Women's Championship and the tournament in general was action-packed with some thrilling upsets and thrilling games, especially the championship game coming down to the last shot. The underdog Aari McDonald and Arizona Wildcats went toe-to-toe with the Stanford Cardinals, who had highlighted earlier in the year to be the best team in college. The Wildcats faced them for a third time, and they gave their best effort. Unbelievable job by the Wildcats, and even better job by the Stanford Cardinals, who has won their first title in 29 years. The Baylor Bears and Gonzaga Bulldogs had the anticipation of what could be the greatest game ever, but the Bears, like they have done to most of their opponents this year, physically dominated the game early and often. It was a ground effort coming from their loaded roster of players. We commend the men and women of college basketball for putting themselves through a grueling traveling schedule and certain circumstances to continue to play the game we all love to watch. To be able to play with no fans in the stands for the majority of the year took a lot from the college game, but these young men and women put it on the line every night to compete for a championship, and much more for some, as they will go on to play at the next level. As fans, players, and students of the game, we thank you. After 33 seasons as a head coach, Roy Williams is calling for retirement. With 3 national championships with North Carolina and about 9 Final Four appearances with UNC and Kansas, Roy Williams announced that it is time to hang it up. Fun fact, while Roy Williams was an assistant coach to Dean Smith from the University of North Carolina, Roy was the blueprint to recruit Michael Jordan into North Carolina. North Carolina assistant Hubert Davis will now carry the torch for the University of North Carolina as their new head coach. Hubert has played for New York Knicks, Dallas Mavericks, and even Detroit Pistons. We look forward to seeing how far his career as a head coach will lead to in North Carolina. Since the trade deadline, the Denver Nuggets have been in a very hot streak. However, still coming out strong in the standings. The Utah Jazz and Phoenix Suns being on top at the West, while Philadelphia 76ers and Brooklyn Nets are having a tug of war on who's going on first. And speaking of the Nets, I think it's safe to say that we might have to just go ahead and call it. With LeBron James and Anthony Davis out of the picture for the moment due to an injury, regardless of what goes down for the rest of this season, when the playoffs take off in May, our best bet is going to be Lakers and the Nets for the NBA championship. When you have a superstar lineup containing LaMarcus Aldridge, Kevin Durant, Blake Griffin, James Harden, Kyrie Irving, and DeAndre Jordan going against the likes of Anthony Davis, LeBron James, Andre Drummond, Marc Gasol, the rest of these other teams should be worried, because once LeBron James and Anthony Davis are back 100% from their injury, it's going to take a whole lot to get the Lakers away from going back to back. Now that the NCAA Women's Championship game has been concluded, the anticipation is still rising. With the WNBA Draft just around the corner, there are a few players that have already opted in for consideration, one including Dee Richards. This year's draft will be presented virtually and will take place on April 15th. With the NBA playoffs taking place in May, plenty of 10-day contracts have been taken in effect. Veteran point guard Isaiah Thomas is signing a 10-day contract with the New Orleans Pelicans. Veteran big John Henson is going a 10-day contract with the New York Knicks. Former All-Star center DeMarcus Cousins has a 10-day deal with the Los Angeles Clippers. Can't forget, the hopefuls of the G League have also got some NBA deals as well. Tyler Cook signed with the Detroit Pistons after a 10-day deal and is now locked in with Detroit until the end of the season. G League Finals MVP Devin Kennedy has gotten a 10-day contract with Orlando Magic. Here we go again. It's the 5-on-5 fast break trivia. There have been 25 players crowned the best dunkers in the NBA. Which player is a 3-time NBA Slam Dunk Contest champion? Is it A, Nate Robinson, B, Jason Richardson, C, Zach LaVine, or D, Michael Jordan? The correct answer is A. Nate Robinson has become Slam Dunk champion in 2006, 2009, and 2010. However, there are 5 two-time winners. These 5 are Dominique Wilkins, Harold Miner, Jason Richardson, Zach LaVine, and Michael Jordan. As we close this edition of 5-on-5 Fast Break News, we now have a music playlist on Spotify. The playlist link is in the description. Also, be sure to check out some of the other videos here on Basketball U. We are currently working on some content, so you can check us out daily. The support has been great, and we want to make sure we give you back that same energy by providing all of your basketball needs. Thank you for all the kind comments in the comment section. Shout out to the new subscribers and everyone watching in the United States, to the Philippines, United Kingdom, India, Canada, Spain, South Africa, Australia, and Ghana. Thanks for the love, and be sure to stick around for many more of 5-on-5 Fast Break News here on Basketball U. Almost forgot, here's another reminder. YouTube.com/basketballu. Our new URL makes it easier to find us. Again, thanks for watching. This concludes this edition of 5-on-5 Fast Break News on Basketball U. We bring you the latest on all things basketball, from college to the NBA to the WNBA. And all you gotta do is subscribe. And remember, someone's always working. Are you?